Peace. What's going down? What it is? I had a little small revelation. So you know me, I share. Um, I'm gonna talk about the sun and like anyone who's done a little research or whatever, you know that the so-called pagans back in the day were sun worshippers, right? And if you do the knowledge, you will find out that that's basically what Christians call well, what I would say ignorant people called people who didn't understand science, basically. So they would just say, they're heretics. Meanwhile, as heretic, I be out in Marrakesh, Morocco, smoking hashish with my fellowship. Jay Z, y'all dwell on devil shit. I'm in a Diablo. Say man, they killed that hell in the Heaven song. He say he a more. So I mean, whatever. But anyway, so you know what I'm saying? They say they were devil worship. I mean, they were sun worshippers or whatever, right? Well, if you do the knowledge, then you know that the Bible is the Holy Bible. Literally means, if you go to the etymology, it means Book of the Sun. Okay, because Bible or it means sun papers. Because Bible means papers, and holy means sun, basically. Okay, so the Bible is literally a book about the sun. It is an astrological book, metaphysical book, scientific book, and a history book, and some old shit too. So when people be like, "You get out that Bible, food that Bible ain't shit, stupid book, blah blah blah," be like, "Man, y'all ain't went 360 degrees on that Bible yet." You understand what I'm saying? You still hurt, caught up in your feelings of you got lied to. Now I understand that, but I understand you were lied to for a reason. Okay, they wanted you to throw away the Bible because the Bible is is a sacred book. If you have the understandings, that is one of the best books ever written. Right, and I know what that sounds like to those who don't really understand, but for people who know, they know that Bible is a fool. Yeah, that Bible is a law book at that. So anyway, all right now. So Jesus, for those who don't know, is the sun. Okay, all right. Now the sun in astrology is your heart. All right. So when you say it's a book about the sun, you're also saying it's a book about the heart. And the heart is directly connected to your soul. The physical heart is connected to the metaphysical soul. Metaphysical simply means beyond physics. It's just the study of the hidden world, the hidden realm, the hidden world. Okay? And just real quick, because I don't really know nothing about the Amun Ra squad, and I know this kind of left, but just real quick. I've seen a couple of them brothers like dropping some science on, like, I seen one dropping on the Neanderthal. I seen one dropping on how the Nation of Islam is in Scientology, if you didn't know. But anyway, but I've also seen a couple of them speaking on pseudosciences. They would say that is a pseudoscience. It's like, as in pseudo means basically fake. They would say astrology is a pseudoscience. Okay, and I find that so funny that their name is Amun Ra Squad because I dropped my phone because I'm talking shit about my brothers, and that's the problem. So let me shut up. But Amun Ra simply means the hidden sun. So when you say pseudosciences, and this pseudoscience that you're speaking of is metaphysics, which is a study of the hidden sciences, you calling yourself Amun Ra Squad, which means the hidden sun. You know what I mean? You kind of contradicting yourself on that. But once again, it's peace, it's love. I get it. You know what I mean? Everybody got their own lane to be in. But that shit just kind of stood out to me since I'm speaking on the sun. Now, let's take it to DNA. All right. Everyone understands that the Y chromosome is the male chromosome and the X chromosome is the female chromosome. Now everybody has an X, but males have the XY and women have the XX. Now, I'm not gonna get into, that shit, because I promise you I ain't there. I don't know that much of it. But, you know, just listen to what I'm saying, okay? Well, look at an X. A X is basically two lines crossing each other, right? So if you that's four corners, right? In the X, right? Now each corner in geometry is 90 degrees. So right. So an X is 4 times 90. That's 360 degrees, right? So an X is basically a circle that has compressed onto itself, if you will. All right. Hence, making the first woman being that she is the first creation of the Most High. All right, people, we need to understand that if Adam, if women, I mean, scientifically, they know that women have been on the earth longer than men. Period. We were in an androgynous state, and then we fell to this duality state of men and women. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? If Eve came from Adam, then Eve will still be coming from Adam today. God don't do something once and then not again. You understand what I'm saying? It's nature. The fact of the nature of nature is that everything comes out of a woman's vagina. Every human being comes out of a woman's vagina. That's not test tube babies. So, so you understand what I'm saying? Like, that's how it was at the beginning. That's how it is now. If we was creating women out of our ribs, we still be doing it. So that's a metaphysical term. I mean, that's a metaphysical verse or whatever in the Bible. Okay, so this is why the study of the metaphysics is so important. But anyway, now look at an X. An X is an X is a perfect letter, a perfect. Just think of it as its own entity, a perfect entity. You know what I'm saying? Because it's 360 degrees. It's a circle compressed onto itself. Okay, so understand that's the woman. The woman is 360 degrees. The woman is the zero. The woman is the very, very first thing, because the universe is the zero, and he created the one. You understand what I'm saying? The one comes out of the zero. All right, and I'm going in kind of into numerology, but you need to know all these studies for you to understand concepts. You understand? So the sun, if you look it up, it will tell you that the sun's rays come down in a YX pattern, as opposed to everything else in creation is created from a XY pattern. All right, so that means that the sun was the very first entity that was able to crystallify. you know, okay, Jesus is the Christ, right? Christ means Christos. It means diamond, like a diamond being. Like when we are carbon beings. You put pressure on carbon, what does that make? A diamond. All right. That's why Jesus went through so much shit to become who he was. All right. That's why we as a people right now, as black folks, is going through so much shit, because we're supposed to be creating diamonds out of all this coal that we in. You understand what I'm saying? So the sun is the first being in which that said, Satan, get behind me. Now understand, Satan is the X chromosome. That's why the evil is tied to the woman. All right. Now, this is a metaphysical term. This isn't literally as in women are evil and sin and all that old bullshit. Sin is water. The fact that the woman is on earth is this original sin. The fact that we had human beings on earth in this duality is the sin, because we are a one being. We are an androgyny. Our souls are one being, positive and negative. These bodies can only inhabit the negative or the positive, the male or the female. Hence, that is the fall of man. You see, because you fall from a perfect state to an imperfect duality state. Everything in creation is duality, and the point of life, my opinion, I suppose, is to get back to the one God. You're trying to get back to God. I mean, you're gonna die anyway, right? So you're trying to go back to God. All right. So anyway, the sun is the first entity that was able to put Satan, get thee behind me, because it comes in a YX pattern. That's how it comes down. This is how women used to get pregnant by the sun, because they would do something called a sun salutation. All right, I think it's an Indian thing. I heard Dr. Alim talk about this, where they would actually spread their legs in their vagina and get sun rays emitted into their womb, and they would get pregnant. It's a science. Hey, believe what you want to believe. y'all have to understand we are at a low point in humanity for the Asiatic race, which is the so-called African American race. You understand what I'm saying? These other so-called races are fairly new to the planet. You know what I'm saying? I think it's except for Mexicans. I would imagine Mexicans are the Romans from ancient times, so they've been here. But the rest of them are basically new. So us, we are at our lowest point, and we need to be getting like the sun, as in putting our lower self or our lower nature or our nature that loves this earthly life behind us, and we need to stand on our square, which is the Y chromosome, and be a man, which is a Moorish American national. You understand what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, and do God's work as opposed to earthly gains. Because the earth, this is Satan, this is hell, this is Satan's world. You understand what I'm saying? And earth is God damn it, somebody talking to me, so I fucked up my video. But anyway, the earth is hell, the sun is Jesus, the universe is God. Alright? You don't worship the sun. Take it easy. You don't worship the sun. You worship the power that the sun represents. Because everything down here is an illusion anyway. So, somebody talking to me and kind of threw my whole shit off. My point was, ain't nobody worshiping no goddamn sun. It's all astrological, because it's as above, so below. So you worship what you're trying to be. You understand what I'm saying? You admire the sun because that's where you're going after you leave here. Some of us. I don't know where that shit went, but whatever. Peace and love. Take it easy.